Welcome back to the deep dive. We're here again to cut through the noise and pull out those insights you can use, like right away.
Exactly, actionable stuff.
And today, we're tackling something that, it might seem really basic, almost trivial maybe.
Yeah, you might think so.
But trust me, our deep dive shows it's a hidden spot for quick wins. Stuff that can really move the needle on your operational efficiency and, the bottom line. We're talking thermostat truths, specifically for restaurants. Seems so small.
Perceptibly simple.
But the material we dug into, it shows this is a major, often invisible drain on resources.
A huge one.
So our mission today is to figure out why this simple setting is, well, so critical. We'll pull out the key insights, share some surprising facts,
Yeah, there were definitely some surprises in there.
and give you fixes you can literally do in minutes. We're talking saving hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars.
Real money.
Real money, and without messing up your operations at all. So if you're ready to get smart on a detail that might be silently costing you, let's dive in.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's unpack this then. When you think restaurant management, thermostat settings, they're probably not top of mind, are they?
Not usually, no. Kind of set and forget.
Exactly. Most of us just set them, walk away. But the truth, from the research we looked at, it's kind of startling.
It really is.
So many restaurants are losing hundreds, maybe thousands a year just because thermostats aren't managed, intentionally. It's like this invisible energy leak.
It's just constantly draining profit.
Yeah. And the scenario that kept coming up in the material, it's almost frustratingly common.
You see it everywhere.
It's got dining room set way too cold, sometimes down at, 68 degrees Fahrenheit?
68, sometimes even lower.
And here's the kicker. At the same time, the kitchen is basically a furnace, right?
Absolutely. Ovens, fryers, dishwashers, just pumping out heat.
So the HVAC is running nonstop, just desperately trying to keep up. It's like this internal battle, an energy tug of war inside your own building.
And what's truly fascinating there, and often missed, is how the whole system can literally be fighting itself.
Fighting itself. How so?
Well, the material we looked at, it specifically points out that in winter, it can get even worse.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You might have the dining room thermostat calling for heat, right? Trying to warm things up because it feels chilly out front.
Okay.
But then just, steps away, the kitchen's cooling systems are working overtime to battle the heat from the cooking line.
So heating and cooling at the exact same time.
Precisely. And if you connect that to the bigger picture, it's not just wasted energy, which means wasted money going straight to the utility company.
Right, the obvious cost.
But it's also the huge unnecessary wear and tear on your HVAC gear, which is expensive stuff.
Very expensive.
Think about it. Components constantly starting, stopping, running against these conflicting demands,
Yep.
it dramatically shortens their lifespan.
Waiting more breakdowns.
More breakdowns, costlier repairs down the road. It's a real problem.
So it's not just a monthly bill thing. It's a long-term capital expense headache, too. This inefficiency, it just ripples outwards, doesn't it?
Absolutely. The more your heating and cooling are fighting, the harder everything works. That means higher utility bills, sometimes those peak demand charges too, which can really add up.
Ouch.
And then, like you said, more maintenance, not just routine stuff, but emergency calls for, a compressor that just gave out because it was overworked.
It's a truly vicious cycle, all starting from what looks like such a minor detail.
Exactly. Seems small, but the impact is huge.
Okay, that's a pretty stark picture.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets interesting. Because the fixes, they're surprisingly simple and fast.
Refreshingly simple, actually.
Yeah. Our deep dive found 3 really effective 5-minute fixes you can do, like today. No big system overhauls, just simple tweaks.
Stuff anyone can check.
So what's the first thing our listeners should be looking at?
Okay, first one, maybe the most straightforward. Check your set points.
The actual temperature setting.
Right. What we saw again and again in the material is that the sweet spot, the optimal range for dining rooms, is usually between 70 and 72 degrees Fahrenheit.
70 to 72. That's often just a couple of degrees higher than where people set them, right?
Often, yes. People tend to push it lower thinking it helps.
Okay, but I can hear people thinking, wait, my customers complain if it's not really cool. Or my staff gets hot up front. What's the deal there? Are those few degrees really making people uncomfortable?
That's a really common concern, and it's exactly the trap, right? Making the dining room colder doesn't actually fix a hot kitchen. It just ramps up your energy bill.
So it's not solving the root problem.
Not at all. The data shows that for most people, that 70 to 72 range is comfortable. What people often perceive as too hot at, say, 70 degrees, it's usually other things.
Like what?
Maybe high humidity, maybe poor air circulation, maybe just feeling the heat radiating from the kitchen pass. Cranking the AC only masks those issues.
It doesn't solve them.
Yeah.
And it costs a fortune.
Exactly. So that tiny adjustment, just going from 68 up to 70 or 72, it's easy, and it immediately cuts energy demand. It's optimizing for real comfort, not just blasting cold air.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so checking the set point, aiming for 70-72. What's the next, less obvious energy drain our research found?
Well, this brings us to fix number 2. Look at your deadband.
Deadband. Okay, what exactly is a deadband?
Good question. So basically, it's the temperature gap. It's the space between when your heating turns off and your cooling turns on.
A buffer zone?
Kind of, yeah. A buffer zone where nothing is actively running, no heating, no cooling. So for example, maybe your heat turns off at 70 degrees.
Okay.
And your AC doesn't kick on until, say, 73 degrees. That 3-degree difference, that's your deadband.
Right. So why is that gap, that deadband, so important? What happens if it's too small?
Great question. If that deadband is too tight, like only 1 degree or maybe even 0 difference between heating and cooling set points, your system can literally bounce back and forth. It's like it can't decide. Heat kicks on, pushes it up a tiny bit, then bam, AC kicks on immediately to pull it back down.
Constantly cycling.
Constantly. It wastes a ton of energy, puts massive stress on the equipment, and causes exactly that wear and tear we talked about earlier.
So it connects back to that lifespan issue.
Directly. So the consistent recommendation from the material, make sure you have a gap of at least 3, ideally 4 degrees Fahrenheit.
At 3 or 4 degrees.
Yep. That wider deadband lets the temperature stabilize naturally, stops the constant on-off cycling, and cuts energy use way down. It's crucial, but easily overlooked because it's not just picking a single temperature.
Got it. Wider deadband prevents the system from fighting itself. Okay, that's huge.
Yeah.
Let's fix number 3. You mentioned something about ghost shifts.
Ah, yes. Fix number 3, review your schedules. This one is classic. It's about thermostats staying in occupied mode all night long or way after closing.
Running as if people are there when they're not.
Exactly. Think about it. Do you really need to keep an empty dining room cooled to 70 degrees at 3 a.m.?
Probably not, no.
But lots of systems are set up to do just that. Running full blast, nobody there. It's almost comical, like the thermostat is pulling an all-nighter.
I'm picturing the AC unit wearing a little hard hat, punching a time clock.
Right. But it's a very expensive joke.
So what kind of impact does that oversight have on the actual bills?
And it's not just a funny image. It translates to serious cash out the door. The insights we gathered hammered this home with a really powerful number.
Okay.
Just shifting your thermostat back, setting it to an unoccupied temperature even 2 hours sooner after closing, that alone can easily save you $100 or more every single month.
$100 a month? Just for adjusting the schedule by a couple of hours.
Easily. Think about that. Just making sure the thermostat knows when you're actually open and when you're closed, letting it relax into an energy-saving mode overnight or during off-peak hours, it has a direct, measurable impact.
It's like turning off the lights when you leave a room, but for your most expensive system.
Exactly that. But on a much bigger, more energy-hungry scale.
Wow. Okay, that's tangible. Those are 3 really solid quick fixes. Set points, deadband, schedules. Now, let's drive this home. Let's talk real-world impact, because the scale of waste here, it can be pretty shocking. We found this anecdote that just perfectly illustrates it.
Yeah, this one really stood out.
Okay, picture this. This is from one of the pieces we looked at. One restaurant group I worked with. They had 2 stores where the AC ran down to 67 degrees. Overnight.
67.
67. Ice-cold, empty dining rooms at 3 a.m. Just imagine that. Lights off, chairs up on tables.
And the AC is just blasting away, turning the place into a meat locker.
It's baffling when you think about the cost. But it happens.
It really does. And this brings up that critical question. What's the actual financial hit from something like that? A seemingly small oversight, but running constantly.
So what was it costing them?
The account revealed that that single mistake, the schedule being wrong, the set point being way too low overnight, was costing them over $2,000 a year.
Wait, $2,000?
Per store.
Per store, not total.
No, per individual restaurant. So if you've got, 5, 10 locations, you just multiply that number, it becomes staggering waste. Really fast.
$2,000 a year per restaurant, just because the AC was running when nobody was there.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It really is.
And the fix. How long did that take?
And here's the beauty of it and why it's so relevant for you listening right now. Fixing those schedules, it took maybe 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
5 minutes of someone looking at the thermostat programming and the payback. Instantaneous. It stopped bleeding money that very night.
Wow.
It just highlights the immediate ROI. That $2,000 per store, that could easily go into staff bonuses, training, new equipment, menu development, or just profit.
Right, actual improvements or bottom line.
It's found money just by paying attention to a detail that's easy to ignore.
Okay, so what does this all boil down to for you, the listener? What's the immediate action step after hearing all this?
It's really straightforward.
It is. It's simple. It's incredibly actionable. We really want you to do this, like today, if possible. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, go physically check your thermostats.
Don't just assume they're right.
Don't just assume they're right.
No. Go look. What's the set point? Is it really in that 70-72 range? Then check the schedule. Is it actually dialing back when you close? Is it off on days you're not open?
And critically, look at that dead band, that heating-cooling gap. Is there a 3-4 degree difference? Make sure it's not bouncing back and forth.
Takes just a few minutes.
And we can confidently say, based on everything we've looked at, that 5-minute check today, it could genuinely save you hundreds this year. Maybe more.
It's got to be one of the simplest, highest impact changes you can make right away.
Absolutely. No investment needed, just a few moments of attention, direct payoff. It's a powerful way to boost your efficiency immediately.
And there you have it. Simple, powerful insights you can use today. The benefits are just sitting there waiting for you to grab them.
Ready to be unlocked.
Now, before we wrap up, a little provocative thought for you to chew on.
If spending 5 minutes checking a thermostat can save you potentially thousands, what other 5-minute fixes might be hiding in plain sight in your operation?
That's a great question.
What other small tweaks could unlock big savings or efficiency gains? It's definitely worth thinking about, right? Regularly asking that question.
Absolutely. Keep looking for those simple wins.
And hey, as an offer based on the research we did, if you want to see how fixes like these could add up for your specific place, send us a copy of a recent utility bill. We'll take a look and break it down for you.
Yep, happy to help connect the dots.
So, next time on the Deep Dive, we're tackling another simple, impactful step we came across, the dollar bill trick for your walk-in door seals.
Another good one. Saves food, saves money.
Exactly. Another quick check with a real payoff. So thanks for joining us for this deep dive. Now go check those thermostats.
Go save some money.